Hello folks, welcome to the neighborhood. What a drama we have witnessed over the last 10 days in Syria. I'll be quick to admit it took everybody by surprise. Nobody anticipated how quickly the Assad regime is going to collapse. But now it's gone, and maybe the most brutal regime of the 21st century came to an end. The father and the son are responsible for the massacre of more than 700,000 Syrians in the last 50 years or so. So it's a new Middle East, and it has its chances, risks, and opportunities as well. Few things we're not positive about. For example, the composition of those rebels. Supported by Turkey, yes, but it's not a monolith. There are groups which are more Syrian nationalists. There are groups which are affiliated to Al-Qaeda. There are groups which we don't even know who are they loyal to and what is their agenda, and we speak about many of those. So who is going to have the upper hand? Is it going to be a civil war in Syria among those rebels until one will come out victorious? Maybe the Kurds will have their national home finally. And what about the Druze and their autonomy? So there are many questions that we cannot answer right now. We have to wait patiently. All we can do is to look at Israel's interests and what are the chances and the risks. Number one, the effort that was made by Iran for the last 25 years or so to get closer and closer with its proxies to our borders and to supply them with weapons in the objective to destroy us, well, this is history now. Iran is the big loser of the last 10 days in the Middle East. After Hezbollah suffered all those casualties, and after Hezbollah is much weaker now, not having Syrian territory as an essential link for Iran to keep sending its people and weapons into Lebanon, Hezbollah is destined to shrink to be just another political party and just another group in Lebanon, and not the strongest one. So 25 years of billions of dollars invested by Iran simply went up in ashes. This project is gone. So it looks like a great opportunity, but that's where the risk is at as well. If Iran wants to maintain any of its power in the area, it has to do whatever possible to have the nuclear weapon. And we do have reports already that they're intensifying their efforts. And if Iran gets to the weapon before Israel, maybe the US will take them out, it will be another ball game. So right now, this will be the biggest risk for Israel, is not knowing what will be the future of Syria. But Iran is feeling threatened and much weaker. That may be the reason and incentive to try to develop and to come to the end of this project as quickly as possible. On the other hand, the Israeli army entered the buffer zone between us and Syria, the two lines of Alpha and Bravo, and took over some strategic asset on it. The top of Mount Hermon, the Syrian army bunker, was also taken by the Israeli army, and we are waiting patiently to see what will happen, what will develop on the other side. For the last 48 hours, the Israeli Air Force is bombing constantly all the targets that we had on the bank of targets in Syria. We do not want those rebels to have weapons that the Assad regime had. We speak about chemical weapons, we speak about supersonic, hypersonic rockets and missiles, we speak about tanks, we speak about an air force, we speak about surface-to-air missiles that we want to totally destroy. Whoever wins Syria, we want to deny those weapons from them. So Israel is bombing assets in Syria for the last 48 hours like never before. So there is a chance here that the next regime in Lebanon, in Syria, will be more friendly than the Assad regime, although it may lead to instability, it may lead to chaos, and that chaos is bad to everybody in the region, including the state of Israel. So we can say that the big winner so far will be Turkey, but Israel is also on the side of the winners, no doubt, with Hamas totally crushed, and Hezbollah shrinking into just another group in Lebanon, and Iran is geographically away from our borders. That will be a great relief, and that will be a great benefit. And now we have to wait and see what will be the outcomes of the struggle in Syria, because it may develop in different ways. It can be multiple entities. It can be a country for the Kurds, and one for the Alawites, and one for the Sunnis, and one for the Druze without a central control. It will be some kind of a combination of all four of them in a confederation. It can be after a civil war in Syria. One will emerge more powerful to take the whole country, and the big question is who would that be, and what will be their policies, and how many chances it will present to the whole region. Right now, so far so good, we have to say. Over a year of a war, and we are going to accomplish most of our goals. But who could even predict that somebody else is going to do the job for us, and Turkey will be the one behind the rebels' attack to bring the Assad regime to its total demise. Stay tuned, because it's not over yet, it's just beginning, and time will tell how things are going to evolve. All Israel does is preparing, taking over strategic assets, and try to destroy as much weapons that the Assad army had, because let me remind you, when Libya collapsed, the arsenals were simply robbed by so many people, and some of its weapons made its way into the Gaza area. Chaos, at least for a while, can be quite risky and dangerous. We need stability. Whatever regime, stability will be a much better option for Israel in Syrian territory. Till next time, may the God of Israel richly bless you all.